Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, it's been a long time. Say hi, Leela. Here's the princess of the star that started it all. Okay. So, how is everybody? I hope you're all good. I know I'm way overdue for videos, and it's been hard. It's been getting busier. I've been busy, and I try hard to film like little snippets and stuff, but those things end up just going on my Instagram because it's really, I don't have anyone to like videotape me. So when I go to the client's house, I just get little snippets, and I just don't have enough to make like a full YouTube video. So hopefully as I grow and I get busier, I can maybe have someone help me videotape. Just right now is obviously not in my budget to hire someone to help me with that kind of stuff. But things have been going really well. I did want to share a little bit of what I've been experiencing so far, something I've been noticing, a little bit of a rant. So I've been getting, as I'm growing, I'm getting all sorts of different sort of inquiries. Where did that ball go? Oh, there it is. So I've been getting all sorts of different inquiries. Some clients, mostly it's the referral clients. Those are the really, really amazing clients, clients who are being referred from other people, and they've done their research. They're ready to work, and they want change. Down. And then I've been getting another type of set of clients. And so it's just really been on my mind, like, if you get a dog, you need to make sure you have time. And I'm not saying, you can't work, you have to be home 24/7 with your dog. Absolutely not. I think that's the other end of the spectrum, and that's ridiculous. But you need to understand that having a dog is a lot of work. I'm getting inquiries, like some people, somebody wanted a board and train with a 10-week-old puppy. And it's 10 weeks old. First of all, the dog hasn't even had, all of its vaccinations. So it would be irresponsible and dangerous of me to take the dog to my home because, first of all, I have, a dog. And then if I take the dog on, training, you want to do walks, stuff like that, I can't because it's dangerous. And I don't want, if it was my dog, that's one thing, but it's not my dog. And I don't want, the liability of potentially taking it somewhere and, and it catching parvo or something, horrible like that on my watch. And also, 10 weeks old, it's such a young puppy. As an owner, you should be bonding with the puppy at that age and, building a relationship. And, it's just crazy to me that, somebody already wants to send their puppy off at only 10 weeks old. Like, it just came home. Don't you want to be with your puppy? So, stuff like that. Another one, there was a client that 5-year-old dog, never had issues, ran out of the house, bit a neighbor. And so now by law told her she needs training. And then another one, I had some 2 intact male sort of bull pit bulls, and just wanted to do board and train because, they can't have guests over, all that kind of stuff. So there's a few things going on with that one. It's like, it's the worst thing when breeders sell you, 2 puppies from the same litter. And then on top of that, now you have 2 intact, very strong breeds from the same litter. And it's not that obviously that can't be managed. It can with, proper structure and everything like that. You just have to be extra diligent, right? But then, the owner basically said, it's their fault, they don't have time. And the owners even said that, they've done training before, but didn't follow the trainer's instructions. And so things fell apart. So now they want to board and train. But the thing with the board and train is that board and train, your dog will get the training, but you need to still do the work when the dog comes home. You can't just have the dog back and it's perfect. You still need to do the work. So if they didn't do the work with a private session, they're not going to do the work with the board and train. So it's just stuff like this. It's like people are getting dogs and not realizing how much work is involved to, taking care of a dog. Obviously, the work depends on the breed you have. So, Leela's 5 now, so I mean, she still requires a lot of exercise, but, she's not a 2-year-old anymore. She's a little bit less, a good chucking in the morning, and a few walks and a little bit of, just free time, and she's good. Like, she doesn't need hours of exercise a day. And most dogs don't, but you should be prepared to spend a good hour to 2 hours doing physical, mental exercise with certain breeds. You have bully breeds, they need exercise. You can't just keep them home all day. And then I understand, like, you get home from work and you're tired, but dog was home all day. Like, you got a dog, you have to not go and sit on the couch and watch TV. You need to go do something. Sorry about my thumb. You need to go and do something with your dog. So I'm just seeing so much of it. It's like really two ends of the spectrum. Okay, I'm seeing such amazing, committed dog owners. Whether they've done their research or not, they're ready to, implement the changes that I'm recommending and suggesting. And they're having great success. Just after 1 session, 2 sessions, I'm having clients, tell me how much success they're seeing, how much change they're seeing, and all that stuff, which is amazing. And it's really not hard work. It's just consistency and following the rules and, the dedication. So even as a new trainer, obviously I don't have a full calendar. I'm building my calendar. But even now, I'm still being particular about, what clients I work with and what clients I don't work with. Because at the end of the day, it is my reputation. I want to make sure that the clients I work with are successful. And I also don't want to waste my time with people who aren't going to, implement and put the hard work required. But it just really, I'm seeing so much now that I'm getting calls and everything. And I'm so grateful to be, in this position and able to be actually doing something that I am very passionate about. But now I'm seeing sort of all the other sides of it. And, I just wish that there would be sort of more information and breeders would be a little bit more, I know it's a business, but, selective of who their dogs go to. I mean, good breeders are definitely selective of who their dogs go to, but the problem is there's so many not good breeders. And then same with shelters. I mean, make sure that you're not sending a dog with a bite history to a family with kids, because that's just a recipe for disaster. Those dogs can definitely live happy and successful lives, but they obviously require time and structure that like a family with maybe 3 kids can't give them. So I'm just seeing all that stuff, and I guess the big rant is just like, dogs require time, especially if you're gonna get a puppy. I mean, if you don't have time but you want a dog, get a lazy bulldog or something, or even greyhounds. Greyhounds are amazing dogs for like elderly and stuff like that, because beyond what you might think, they actually don't need a lot of exercise. They're built for just, quick sprints, and then they're tired and can lay on the couch all day. So down. It's just so important to make sure that, number one, you're prepared for what it takes to get a dog, and based on your lifestyle, you choose a puppy or an adult dog. And number two, what breed are you getting? Can you handle the breed? Are you willing to do training and follow the instructions? I mean, there's just so many different things that go into it, and especially over the pandemic, people got dogs and now they don't know what to do with them and don't realize how much time and energy and effort it takes, to just bring a dog in your home and let it in the backyard and do nothing with it and then expect it to just be happy. It's not good. The dog is not fulfilled. It's going to cause trouble. It's going to eat stuff in your home. It's just important that, people understand the time and energy and responsibility is to actually have a dog. So that's my rant. Other than that, everything is going really well. I'm really happy, with how things are progressing. Again, I'm really sorry. I know that I said that I would, film my training videos. I don't know. I mean, I know other trainers do, but they have like video crews behind them and I don't. So The things that I've tried to film, it's hard for me to film and, help like train the dog and the client and speak to them. I end up like filming the ground. I've tried. So I just try and do as many snippets of what I'm doing as I can. As I get some board and trains in, those will be easier for me to film, because that'll be like one-on-one with me and the dog, and I'll be able to film them. But right now I'm majority are just private sessions, and those are really difficult to film because it's just one-on-one time with me, the client, and the dog. So I hope you guys understand. I really am grateful for all of those of you who've been here and have supported Leela and I from day one. She is the original OG, aren't you? I'm just letting her take a little breather. If you guys have any comments, questions, please leave them below. So if you're thinking of getting a dog and bringing a new dog into your family, just please do the research, because then it's not fair for you. You end up being miserable. It's not fair for the dog ends up being miserable. Make sure you get the right breed for your family. And it's not even the breed, the temperament is the most important. You can have 5 Dobermans and they'll all have different personalities. One will be, reserved, territorial. It'll be difficult for you as a family to have people, if you have kids coming in and out of the home. You might have another Doberman who's happy-go-lucky and has 0 territorialness, and anyone can come into your home, right? So it's not just breed. Breed is obviously a big sort of indicator of what you could potentially expect, but each puppy, each dog has its own temperament. So the temperament is really, really important, that fits your family, and the breed is more indicative, like, what kind of exercise, stuff like that you'll have to give the dog. And then age too, right? Like a 5-6-year-old Doberman or whatever dog will need different requirements than like a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old Doberman. So just really do your research on what kind of breed you want. Are you ready to provide that breed the training that they need? Look into the type of training. Look into like what that breed was meant for. What kind of extracurricular activities might you need to do with your dog? Like a dog like Leela, I started doing bite work with her. So what really fulfills your dog? And then look into the age. Maybe if I adopt a 6 or 7-year-old Doberman, I could do a little bit of chuck-it, or a little bit of exercise, some mental work, and a few walks, right? So it really depends on the breed, the temperament, and the age of the dog. Those are the most important things, because at the end of the day, you're getting a dog to enjoy your life with. You don't want a dog that you're going to be miserable with, and vice versa. So just do your research. It's so important. It'll save you a lot of headache down the line. And you'll get to enjoy your dog like we're meant to, right? We get dogs to make our lives better, not worse. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.